fucking with it right. Here with who I started with, we something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno Central Coast, mob and suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and cast, I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music, I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Do me a favor, beautiful linda raza, hit that pinchy like button, man. It's free. It don't cost you a Venmo. It don't cost you a Cash App. Nada, absolutamente nada. It's a beautiful, now getting to be chilly weather. Let's go ahead and go through some formalities before we talk about why most women fight better than most of you vatos. First, I'm going to pick up my Jamba Juice. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only. The members only already know what it is. The backbone of the Pinchy community. They get all access to every single Pinchy Pelea content creator series of fighting, which the press conference is Saturday. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Pinchy press conference. Violence. It's going to be a lot of violence. Gracias to everyone in the members only, all the Chicano channels, all the Chicano pages. I appreciate you more than you know. That lunchtime, that quick mix. Let's go ahead and talk about it. And then I want to also give a recap of the Tyson fight. Let's talk a little bit about that Tyson fight that happened también before we go all over the place. Let me see. No, that's not mine. Let's go ahead and talk about that recap for what happened on Saturday night. No. I'm sorry. It was Friday night. It was Friday night. I got my wires crossed. That was a lackluster fight. I mean, you seen Iron Mike. He barely had legs under him. It was a bad fight. I mean, 31-year difference. Jeez Louise. His legs look like spaghetti. I mean, it was a miracle he stayed up the whole 5 rounds without even hitting the floor. That was a miracle, man. I don't even know how he kept his legs up. But again, the reason I titled it this video is because everyone's seen the Katy Perry and the Amanda Serrano, the Boricua, the rematch. Everyone's seen their rematch. And on the rematch, whew, showed up, showed out, put on another candidate for fight of the year. Well, shit, everything that the Tyson and Paul fight wasn't. There was hardly any hands being thrown by Tyson. He looked like he looked like he was holding back. And that's fucked up for all the people that bought the pay-per-view. But anyways, I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Hold on. Let me see if mine is next, cabrones. That's right. Artie Martinez in the casa. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, my boy. Orale, Mike Tyson, as always. That's right, Georgie. Que hubo contigo. That's right, man. Stop the cap. No cap, my boy. No cap. Jake was going easy on him. Dude was 60 years old. Yeah. And people paid for that. And he's going easy on it. Man, content creator series of fighting. At least you know you got two people who are going all out, man. There hasn't been a decision yet in any one of my fights. So that's not happening. Hold on, Anthony. Let me just grab my my smoothie. The girls' fight was the best. Serrano. Yeah, a lot of people said see, the referees don't tally punches. That CompuBox is someone else on the side tallying those punches. That's not. Hold on, Anthony. Oh, this one is the PB, right? We're still working on you. I got you. Sorry. Jake Paul's the GOAT. Jake Paul's the GOAT. I do got to just give him this. He did open up the lane. He opened up that lane for sure. Let me get outside, man. No se oye aquí adentro nada. That's right, Ace 100, my boy. I appreciate you. We're talking a little bit of everything. We're also going to talk about Mike Tyson. What was the whole going on with him not having any tantaras on? How come Mike Tyson was cheeks out. Well, to be honest, I mean, I think it had to do with just comfort. To be honest, that's why I think he was cheeked out with the what is it called, the waist pad on. I don't know. Maybe that's how he wanted to be warming up. I will say this. I will say this. No one will tell Mike Tyson a damn thing about his cheeks sticking out. You'll be out of here. You'll be heading to the dentist if you decided to tell Mike Tyson anything, and he didn't like it. I'll tell you that. So that's why you didn't see any direct. You seen indirect memes. You didn't really see direct memes. You seen indirect memes. I don't know if I should break that down. What that means. Stop the cap, Katy Perry. I appreciate it. Thank you much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, hold on. Let me break this down, man. Yeah, yeah. Katy Perry. She. I don't. I mean, okay. The compute box. The numbers were what they were, but can you really trust those numbers? Do you really trust? I mean, I guess you have to, right? They're sanctioning body numbers, but can you really trust those numbers? Maybe Katy Perry outlanded. Maybe Katy Perry at least minimum bare bones minimum out through. Because it looked like there was more volume coming from Perry. So that's what makes you think about those CompuBox numbers, man. If you're gonna base it on that, just because you've seen it on the screen, I mean, that's one way to base it. But the referees don't have the CompuBox numbers. What do they see? They see the fight, and they give you the numbers right after that. Orale. Man. But why like a Katy Perry, absolute violent monster, o sea, throwing chingazos like that, fights better than most dudes. Why do the dudes hold back? Why don't the men go for broke? It seems like with the ladies, they go for broke, and it seems like with the men, well, let's come up with a plan. Let's come up with a strategy. So the men hold their chingazos back because they want to have a plan. They want to have a strategy. And the ladies, when you throw them in there, they want to prove themselves that they're so hungry. You get fight of the year. But I'll hold. Man, Kate Taylor leading with her head though. That's kind of a dirty tactic. Yeah, man, that takes experience. It takes experience. It's kind of just like pressing your shoulder into somebody. Um, cutting off their punches by just cutting off the range, really little things like that you learn to do, and you could add it to your arsenal of weapons. But leaning in with your head, I know. It seemed like on the break, she would lead in with her forehead a little bit. I mean, but think about it like this though, cabron. If you've seen Mexicans fighting and they're just going forward on each other, I mean, there will be headbutts, but Mexicans won't really call that. Mexicans won't really say, "Hey, the guy's leading in. He's walking too much forward." Or the Mexicans, what we're gonna do, cabron, is we're gonna adapt. We're gonna adapt real quick. Now, Serrano was throwing some great shots. I mean, great loading up exactly how she should. Katy Perry, there was no load up. There was more volume, but she was still cracking her. She was still cracking her. Some of the highlights, boom, she got cracked. But the only highlight I think when someone really buckled was Serrano buckled her. On one punch, Serrano lightweight buckled her knees. I do remember seeing that highlight. No, but yeah, I thought it was on a pay-per-view. I just got done doing a live way. And then when I got out of the studio, I came back in the house. The wife's like, "Hey, you're gonna watch the Paul fight?" I'm like, "I don't want to watch no Paul fight. I'm not gonna watch no Paul fight." I said, "Plus it's pay-per-view," and she's like, "No, no, 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 it's free on Netflix." Okay, turn it on. Let's check it out. And you're right, and she was right. It was free on Netflix. I do think Jake was going 100% in the first three. Oh, okay. So there was some holding back. It reminded me, I think it was in one of the first exhibit. I think it was either in the Roy Jones Tyson one, where I saw in the rules. They don't highlight these rules because they don't want you to think it's not a real fight because they want you to buy it, right? Obviously. But in one of the rules, it was like he they won't be punching for a knockout. No stereo. That was in an exhibition. I can't remember if it was a Tyson Jones or one Ace 100. Maybe he's in the comment section still. Which one was the one way where it was in the contract? They won't be punching for a knockout, but they don't highlight that because they want you to buy the pinchy fight. I didn't see that on this one. What was interesting is they did do 2 minute rounds. 2 minutes is a lot of fighting. It sounds short to you, but 2 minutes is a lot of fighting, man. But people started messaging me, and I'm like, you know what? People are I don't know why they're counting out the ladies. I'm gonna say it again and again and again. Most of the ladies fight better than most of you vatos, but I'll hold. First ones that come to mind, of course, Alvin, Runner, the Banda World, or or Lucky called him Teletubby. I was scrolling through some clips last night, and it came up again when Lucky just crashed out off the Modelos. These bitch ass fools, dog. I told you about them. Oh, man, I would love to put them in the ring. The sad thing about it is that most of these content creators are missing a bag. They're missing a bag because they don't got good advice, sound counsel around them telling them, hey, you need to take advantage when you're hot, not when your 15 minutes is over. When you're hot, you need to get in the series of fighting. And in that way, that pay-per-view can blow up because you're hot. Like Cholo Juan, he lost the opportunity, man. I blame everyone around Cholo Juan. You didn't have sound advice. No one telling him, okay, you're on the podcast tour. Okay, you're trending. Okay, before your 15 minutes ends, what else do you want to do? Write a book, make a business, make a brand, get in the ring. I seen Gold Toes. He put something up. Gold Toes Boxing. I was like, oh, that's right. He's calling rappers, hey, pull up to Gold Toes Boxing. But the only reason I think rappers are going to be hesitant is because they have a craft. What if the rapper gets punched straight at Ace 100? What would happen, Ace 100, if you put all your weight, crank, torque, you name it, all of it, and went straight for a throat punch? What would happen, Ace 100? I'll hold. It would be bad. The motherfucker can't rap no more. Oh man. But anyways, I seen Gold Toes. I seen him put out there the rappers, and I hope it blows up, man. I hope every single venture that he does, that he has the Midas touch, man. He just shit turns to gold, man. I'm boxing for the rappers. I would love to see the rappers just start scrapping, man. Just fuck it. Rico Too Smooth and Lefty Gunplay. Fuck it. Boom, boom, bat. Boom, boom, bat. Let's just go. And these are friendly fades. The only bad thing about it is the gang shit all the time is knocking on the door. The gang shit. That's why I get on Alvin's fucking bumper all the time. The gang shit. The gang shit. You're a tough guy today. You're a gang member today, or you're helping the community. Are you on the video set shooting blue rag? And then the next minute, you're telling people you're going to give them turkeys and shit? Oh, Katie Taylor. Yeah, Katie Taylor had Ireland on her back, man. Again, they counting out the ladies. I said this. I'll put TikTokers. I'll put ladies. I'll put IGers. I'll put all these people on series of fighting. It's going to happen. It's already happening, man. It's already happening. The press conference is this Saturday. After that, we'll get to the weigh-ins. Wait till you see them faced off. I want you guys to run the clips up, run those numbers up on the face-off, because I promised you, or I'll hang it all up, fucking close the doors. I promised you, we ain't gonna go without facing them off, either after the press conference or the weigh-ins. But I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Katy Perry, this singer, that'll do some good numbers. That'll do some good numbers. A clip across my feed. It was the Banda World, right? He's sitting there looking weird with his beard, like a Teletubby, right? A Teletubby with a beard, right? I guess. And he's saying Droops did a channel. I'm like, all right, that's right. I like people, his ambition when they start businesses, start pages, start brands, selling, whatever it is. Just I like supporting. I was like, okay, cool. But is Droops gonna do a podcast? I'm like, I don't even think he has that personality to carry a podcast. Is he gonna have a production? If he has a production, now he's coming out of pocket paying money. So he was like, oh man, it's doing numbers, it's doing numbers. I kind of want to see where that goes. I still can't get over Droops leaving Hood Stocks, because I told my wife when that happened, it'd be like me and Compa Ray, or close partners of mine that grew up with me day one as well. Compa Ray, he's my best man in my wedding, so we go way back. I jumped him in. I jumped him. No, I did, but that's members only. Members only stories. Anyways, it'd be like him doing a podcast with me, and then he leaves. And he knew I was bumping heads with, anyone, the homie hangout, right? But I'm not Raskeezy. Shout out to you, cabron. I was bumping heads with the homie hangout. And then all of a sudden, my compa Ray, boom, he pops up on the homie hang. It's going to leave a bad taste in my mouth, man. To me, that's lightweight hood hopping. But I understand the money part about it. It's just the timing part about it is what would keep me bitter. The timing. Why did it have to be then? Why couldn't it have been at a time where we're maybe transitioning? Maybe we had a conversation about, you know what? I can't increase your pay. But it's okay if you want to test the market, see what's out there. It didn't happen during that period. It happened right after he said that he's a punk ass fool. And then he kept saying, oh man, I'm not even gonna stay here no more. He did throw like 2-3 shots at Droops, man. He threw 2-3 shots at Droops. He kept saying, because I don't got no one here tell me, hey, Lux, stop it, fool. I'm going to be on that podcast next week. That was my best impersonation. I literally had to wrinkle my forehead right now to do that shit. I channeled it, man. I fucking bodied that one. What do you think? That one that did a song with Snoop Dogg. Yeah, it's not Katy Perry. It's Katie Taylor. She's now, I don't know if she's unified champion, super lightweight women's champion. I think she might be unified, but Katie Taylor. Why? Because again, the women son bravas, man. There's something about now, guys. We want to throw chingazos too, man. If you got a bunch of fucking alpha males in the room leaking testosterone, ain't no one want to hear what the next one. No one wants to be led. Everyone wants to be the chief. And what does that always lead to? Well, we got to go to the back of the fucking dorm, or go to the back of the fucking tank, or go to the back of wherever you're at, right? And we got to handle our business, man. The county's crazy, man. You can make it in the county, you can make it anywhere. It's crazier than the upstate, but I'll hold. Hey, burrito, orale. That's right, man. Hit that pinchy subscribe, man. Gracias for tuning in to Chicano Street. Women don't get knocked out. That's more damaging. Damn it, man. You're right. It's well, hey, cabron. I mean, what do I say about that? Okay. Obviously, the men on their skeletal structures have how much more? 70% more muscle? That's a conservative number. It could even be 80% more muscle mass. So that's for a specific design. That's why we could be the hunters, the protectors, the ones that get shit done, the major shit when it needs to be done, right? Let the women be women. Not that they can't do those things, but, let them be ladies. Don't leave the pinchy ladies with a fucking jackhammer doing blue collar work. I mean, they can. I'm not saying they can, but let the men do that, you know. But anyways, they go all out, man. The way they're wired, they go all out, and I like when people go all out because it's always a fun fight. Your thoughts on Ryder G boxing on live streams every day? The 15 minutes are over, man. The Ryder G, 15 minutes are over. I'm not disrespecting him. Of course, we know that you could just tell he's on the spectrum, but I'm not disrespecting. He's on the spectrum, even though he doesn't want to admit it or whatever. Like lefty gunplay, no one moves their head like lefty gunplay, left, right, and no one curls their fingers all the time like lefty gunplay unless you're on the spectrum. I'm not knocking it; they just are. People are questioning on lefties. What is it called? Institution list. People are tripping on. There's a little bit of cheeseman going on with that. Again, California shit. Ryder G, they already dropped the paperwork, but it's I don't know. It's for attention, right? I guess. I mean, most motherfuckers are working 9 to 5 and shit. What is he doing? Doing workout videos all day. I'll hold. I don't think he's getting any machine a machine. And then as far as boxing, they don't know shit about boxing, man. Straight punches beats all these street fighters, man. Straight punches. I don't care if you got your 300 YA fights and 200 county fights, and you were in the Corcoran Shoe Wars for 4 years. A straight punches from a boxer lights you up every single time, man. They get hit and then they don't even know how they got hit, man. Mike, let that fool win. It was a boxing promotion to keep the flame lit. Let that fool win. Let that fool win. Who's that fool? Let that fool win. Let that fool win. Who's that fool way? I'm tripping. My bad. I don't know. My bad. I got disconnected, covered on my train of thought. Who's that fool? Let that fool win. Was it Cholo Juan? Yeah, I said that Cholo Juan, he would have got in the ring, but I think it's like the gang shit too. Like say, okay, stay me and Gotos. All of a sudden, boom, we did a collab. We worked out a deal. Worked out a deal beneficial to both of us. Boom. And content creator now is powered by GT distribution or whatever, right? Work out a deal. You don't think a lot of other rappers, because they're on the gang shit, um, they're not gonna want to run the fade, man. It's gonna be like Chicano rap. It's just gonna stay in a box, and all we're gonna do is fight over the crumbs instead of what could have been bigger. But I understand you wanted to be the tough guy and be the man, and I got status, and you're fucking you eat bullets for breakfast, all that shit. Trust me, I understand that. Trust me, I do. Now, oh, okay, Serrano. It was a good fight. I didn't see the whole fight. I think I saw 3 rounds, which were the last 3 rounds. I was doing a lot of shit, man. I was live that night, actually. I'm sorry. I was live that night too. I don't know, but wait, I don't believe 100% CompuBox. I just question so much shit. I don't believe, and now I'm not like a conspiracy theorist that questions everything. Like, wait a second, this Jamba Juice that you just gave me right now, does this shit have artificial fucking cloned products in it? You know, shit like that, right? I use common sense, but the CompuBox numbers, I think Katie Taylor probably threw more than they give her credit. But do we really know? No, it's the people that are clicking the buttons on the punches that know, I guess. I don't know. That's right, the bipolar. Hey, how come on every thumbnail way you look like you fucking need a rabies shot? Look like a wild. Not just that, bro. What happened? You need some braces too. Way. Why are your teeth doing fucking counter columns? If you didn't know what counter columns is marching, right? When I went to camp twice, and there were really boot camps. I mean, you had to shine boots. You're up at 4:30 a.m. at attention. They were all Marines. Were the staff. All of them were ex-Marines. Shit, man. Oh man, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Hey, whatever you do in your personal time, Alvin, that's on you, man. That's on you. Mikey didn't let him win. Laugh out loud. Stop the cap, man. Serrano didn't throw the uppercuts though, and Katie Taylor. That's right. That's right. Was leaning her head down. Would perfect for the upper cut body. Yeah. Um. As long as you got monster cardio, then you'll have a plan. Because if you don't got cardio, you wonder why you don't let your fucking hands go. It's because you don't have no fucking cardio. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Keep telling him. Keep reminding him to stop. Cabrón. Motherfuckers cap too much. The banda world. He's the king of cap. But I'll hold. Fired council member. Hates when he sees that. Yeah. Why on your thumbnails you look like fucking you look like you need a rabies shot, man. Like you want to bite someone in their ankles and shit. Look like a rabid chipmunk. Oh man, he's the kind he would do those videos, right? The one where tiene la boca abierta and they're just throwing a bunch of Oscar Myers. I can see him doing a video like that, but I'll hold. Tyson for the road. That wasn't in the contract for this one. Okay, so I was right, and it was right. It was in the contract for the Tyson and Jones where they said hold on, I gotta zip my jacket up, Anthony. Now it's cold. It was in the contract that they weren't supposed to go be punching for the knockout, but it wasn't like highlighted. I'll say it wasn't known all over the place, but because again, they're just trying to make a bag, man. Pobre Tyson, remember after his daughter passed away? When his daughter passed away, um, it was a bad accident, man. I think, man, this is just let's just say it to raise awareness. Okay. Don't leave your very small children, please, for the love of El Señor. Don't leave your very small children around your heavy duty exercise equipment. Don't. But it was an accident. I'm not faulting anyone, but it was an accident. But if it could do anything, it could bring awareness that you don't do that. And then after his daughter died, and then he hits the pin, and what did he do? 18 months, 22 months, 24 months, some shit like that, right? Then he gets out, and there's a whole new heavyweight landscape. There's new killers. One of them's name was Holyfield. There's new killers and new lions. And it wasn't the same. Y'all first generation Mexicans self-deporting. Do the right. Self-deporting? I never fucking heard this fucking guy in my life, man. Self-deporting. Are you fucking kidding me, man? It sounds like fucking teleporting. Like Quantum Leap. Wait, are you fucking you remember that show, Quantum Leap? Are you teleporting or what? Wait. I'm not deporting, but are you teleporting? You're out there, wait, you're out there. Yeah, we talked about that last week. It's done. And for the next 4 years, just brace yourself, man. Brace yourself. I got a call from P. Hernandez on Saturday night. And el cabron, he's just there's a lot of work to do, and he kind of wants me to go 2 feet in. He wants me to go 2 feet in, but I will never do anything 1 foot in, like Alvin, right? Here, for the community over here, 1 foot over there. But also, if the homies ever do a video, call me 1 foot over there. But anyways, ain't no one self-deporting way. Are you self-deporting way? Is it because you want to leave, you want to leave a room for someone else here in your place? Okay, way. What about when Biden barely got in office? Yeah, anyone, come on over. The land of opportunity. We love all of you. They're riding high on they just won the presidency, right? 46. We love everyone. Come on over. Come on. And then toward the end of the presidency, do not come. Oh man, where's the men for Kemala at, man? Huh? Oh, you know what? I do know a man for Kamala. Everyone saw it. I guess they just popped in my head right now. I don't know why. Guess who was the man for Kamala? Eminem is a man for Kamala. Eminem. But is Eminem considered a man's man? That's how we look at shit, the men, right? The women could look at Eminem like, oh, whatever. We look at it like this fucking guy is holding my beer, but I'll hold. Jake was running away, Mikey. Jake's offense sucks. Mike was the only striker in the fight, so it didn't look good. Okay. I saw Mike's legs start wobbling shit early in the fight, man. Early in the fight. Again, Mike walking around in the back. There was one photo taken because, trust me, if you take a photo of Mike that he doesn't like, he's going to remember it. And the next time he sees you, he's going to need a lawyer. Just say that. So he's walking around the back. He has the fucking leather pads on and he's cheeked out. He's cheeked out. And I think the reason he was doing that was I think it was for comfort, to be honest. I think it was for comfort during the warm up. Something mechanically wasn't working with the shorts. And so some people are pretty, sticklers that shit has to be a certain way, right? Like everything leading up to the fight. So his cheeks were out. A photographer took a photo of Tyson cheeked out. Again, no one is directly making fun of him. No one has the balls. No one has the balls, right? To directly throw a shot at him because he won't forget that neither. So what they do is little small collages. They'll put a smaller little square in there. But how come no one's selling Iron Mike shit? Because they don't want to go to the dentist. But I'll hold. I was more fascinated with Mike Tyson's Rikishi. Oh man, shit, man. Boxing is rigged. Period. A lot of people say that way. A lot of people say we're in a fucking matrix, bro. A lot of people say we're in a simulation way. If we're in a matrix or in a simulation, then everything that is would have been predestined to be. And then we're just kind of going through the motions. I don't know about that. I don't know. There's a lot of podcasts out there. Um, I kind of like to keep it simple. Hey, just be the best version of you. Believe in God. Help someone out. Golden rule. You'll be all right. The stimulation. Yeah, I did post that reel on Lakin Riley. I think what happened to her, maybe I never addressed it on a live. I just posted the reel, but I never talked about it on a live. Fuck, I've been busy, gente. Um, and then we got the fight coming up too. It was a tragedy. Yes, they're gonna gaslight it. They're gonna gaslight something like that. No, I didn't put it as like, oh, look at Mikey, man. Fox News, everything red, everything red. Even though Pete Hernandez wanted me to join the GOP, everything red. No, I didn't. But obviously, I'm gonna post shit that I know, is gonna be a good conversation. It's gonna kick off a good conversation. So the Lakin Riley, she basically was a University of Georgia student, man. Young, had the rest of her life in front of her. 22. Again, this is not a political thing. If you think it is, you got it twisted. If you thought I posted that and fucking Mikey's Fox News, don't get it twisted, man. Politics is a buzz killer, but we talk about these things, and you already know what the border means to me. To me, the border means children and women trafficking. So yeah, there'll be less drogas, there'll be less firearms, there'll be next to none of the women and the children. You have to look at it. The glass is half full or it's half empty. But I'll hold. Anyways, she went for a jog, University of Georgia. This piece of shit, creep, weirdo, scumbag, on and on, right? All these names, right? Um, decided to knock her out con una piedra, drag her, and unalived her. And they found her about 30 minutes later, man. Sad case, man. Sad case. What happened with Splinter and versus Buzz? Buzz was game. Splinter ghosted me. Splinter got back to me about 2 times. And then after that, he ghosted me. And then I still sent him a message saying, hey, I'll give you till Sunday if you can respond. Like I always do, man. I'm a good negotiator. It's never gonna be turned away because of the negotiation. I know. I got mouthpiece way. I can make it happen. Like with Cholo Juan, we would have did it right there in fucking Chicas. It doesn't mean I have to be at all these fights. I'm trying to put these fights on for you guys, man. I don't need to be there all the time. It's gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna be able to be at all of them. I bet you. My vision is big, man. It's just gonna be the UFC. We're gonna be the UFC of content create of YouTube fighters. That's what's up. Or content creators. I don't. I just don't want to say. I want to stop saying YouTubers. That way we can bring TikTokers. Give us dinero. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. It's a buenos dias, man. Buenos dias. Pues ya son tardes, but still buenos dias, carnal. How are you, man? Everything good, man. It's cold now. Bundle up. It's thermal season. And everything's good, man. I'm right here visiting moms. I'm taking a break. We had some amateur fights in the gym on Saturday. The weekend just flew by, man. It flew by too fast. Toronto was robbed. A lot of people are saying that, cabron. But why do most women fight better than most vatos? It's because they're just more tenacious, man. That's why the saying goes, hell hath no fury as a woman scorned. Well, see, yeah, she's the women have this fucking rise of the phoenix that comes out of them. If they ever need to take it there. They got that inside of them, man. Maybe those are like that energy is like the instincts to like protect children, protect their children, protect their loved ones. Maybe that's that fucking phoenix energy. I don't know, but God made men and women different. Then he kept saying, "Don't." I know you ain't talking about Lucky. You talking about Lucky Way? Oh man, que gacho, man. I know. I heard one time. Yeah, I heard people get into it because well, I'm from Salinas over here, right? And so the environment goes without saying. But I heard someone get mad because they called them that. So it was like over here, or we could even say up here, up north, they don't really use that slang term because some people get mad at it. And you know why? It's the gang shit. It's the gang shit. But in other places, when they're saying it, well, I guess they're just, no van a dar pleito. It's like the N word. I mean, if they're saying the N word all over the place and I don't say it, I don't agree with the youngsters saying it. And I'll never just say it's, oh, yeah, just fuck it. They can do whatever. But, anyways, yeah, he kept saying, dog. He's like, he's a bitch ass fool, dog. I told you about him. Oh, man. He told the Bando world he's writing checks he can't cash. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Go to the Hood Stocks one episode with G Money and just go to the 2 hour and about 40-minute mark. Watch the last 15 minutes. That's crazy, man. I would like to get him in the ring. Lucky. But he'll probably um, play the gang shit too. Well, yeah, I do know. You don't want to make money. That's what I know. Play land fake. Right in front of the Hamburglar in the fucking But you know what? They had the green rubber floor, no? Like a green rubber floor. That means if someone bit the fucking the floor, it's rubber already. You know what I mean? Death row. That's right, my boy. He says, put the U.S. first. That's right, man. That's right, Raider Nation. That's right, girl. I'm in motion. Man, I'm tired. Way we had amateur fights on Saturday. Way we had amateur fights on Saturday. Sunday was a blur. Come down to McDonald's on Freedom. But where? Wait, in the fucking the hamburger tree house or what? You walk up the hamburger tree house. The one dude's in there already, huh? With just a fucking Bruce Lee's on and some shorts and shit. Oh man, Ryder G doing workouts. Jeez Louise, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. He's special needs, so I don't want to clown. I'm not gonna clown because some people do say shit. You know the memes. You already know. These next 4 years, we're gonna have some of the best memes ever, man. The best memes ever. Like the one meme that Lexa just posted. Lexa posted a meme. Shout out to Jesse, Lexa, and it was what do you say? The meme was like, I don't want to hear anything about Trump's cabinet members. And the fucking meme is a bunch of chirucos. My bad, my bad. I had to refresh everything. Raider Tommy just stepped in the building. I appreciate you, Raider Tommy. I appreciate you. Gracias, Raider Tommy, for tapping in. Mm, he's laughing. Angel Briona says, "What's up with it? Yeah, did you see Mike Tyson? Yeah, but ain't no one gonna tell Iron Mike shit, bro. If he has his cheeks out and he's walking around, because again, I think it probably was a wardrobe malfunction, and that's why you only see one photo. And you notice that no one's gonna directly fucking do a meme and talk shit to Iron Mike, because he'll send you to the dentist, right? So there was only one picture that got leaked, and why did he do that? I think it was a wardrobe malfunction. His shorts, the tantaras under, something was like he wasn't getting in the zone, and sometimes certain boxers have to have shit line up, like it needs to flow. You know what I mean? No, 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 no tidal waves and shit before you get in the ring. That way you can flow. You know, but no one's gonna tell Iron Mike anything. The fight was lackluster. It was what it was, man. But I do think there was some holding back. I don't mind it not being a fucking barn burner. Okay, like the Katy Perry and Serrano fight. I don't mind it not being like that as long as I feel they went all out. You know, even if Paul was hitting Tyson and he was if Mike was getting dropped or what, as long as I seen it a real fight, I would have been like, okay, well, I got my money's worth. But with this one, you see hesitation. You're like, I don't know, I don't know. Mm. You would make more money if you aired the fights live like Netflix for free. Sales tickets and reporting sponsors from big business. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But before you do any of that, you're gonna need to build the brand up. And before you do that, what does it take to build a brand? You're gonna need a portfolio way. That means you're gonna need to have more than one. It's good to have one, but obviously these brands, Netflix and all that, they want fucking numbers. Mikey, when you fought in the amateurs in Mex, where would you go? Well, I never fought in the amateurs. In the amateurs, I only ever fought in the United States. In the amateurs, the farthest I went was Indio, the Desert Showdown. Over there in Indio. Rest in peace, Ralph Romero. He had a great show at a casino. It was a show, man. That one I like, but it was a tournament way. So if I won, I had a fight again the next day. And then if you win that, depending how much are in the bracket, then you get a tournament belt. A tournament belt. And those are the real belts because you earn that shit one after another after another. You could run up to 3, 4 fights in a weekend. And, we're amateurs, so we'll just do it. Damn, man. Now they do. People have beer transplants. People are doing their they're putting hair, they're fixing their hairlines, they're doing beard transplants. I had a weta one time, and era una señora, she's pushing 70. She goes, "Oh man, your beard, you shape it really nice. Or how do you do it?" And I said, "Well, I don't shape it." And then I remember the weta just told me, "Oh, you're blessed." But I guess people want thick beards. I don't know. It is No Shave November is happening right now. I just I don't want to grow it out, and then once it starts looking weird, you know what I mean? Like weird, you know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers that jump out of bushes on broads. Once it starts looking where I'm like the banda world, that kind of looks weird already. Like it's already like that's like a fucking Megan's Law beard. But I'll hold. Shout out to all the Chicanos. That's right, my boy. United States, U.S. That's right, my boy. USA, man. That's right. What's crazy is that in the last couple years, all of a sudden, like the American flag, like when I was a chavalito or even younger, pops would have an American flag jacket, American flag hat. All of a sudden, and I'm gonna keep it exactly how it is, keep it a buck. The left went ahead and made that identify the U.S. flag as like someone that fucking hates someone else's skin color. That's crazy, man. That's crazy shit. I think people forgot about the term woke though. People are saying woke, woke, woke. Actually, when the term woke, the first time I started hearing the woke term is that was owned on the red side. That wasn't on the blue side. I heard that right after COVID kicked off. And even Lexit knows what I'm talking about. So it flipped within the last couple years, like the identity of woke. It went from red to blue. If you didn't know that and thought it was always a blue thing, no, it was a red thing for a while. Red pill, being woke, and then they just kind of they grabbed it and ran with it better. That means they publicized it. They owned it better. They owned it better. Maybe. Do you think the leaked script for the fight was real? I don't know. I don't know. But were they holding back, bro? There was times Tyson could have punched them. I'm like, the only reason you don't throw a punch is if you have no gas in your tank. And he looked in great shape, but he was 58. Let's just keep it a buck. He was holding back, bro. And then Paul says he's holding back. So at the end, I would want a refund. It's like either I'm watching fake wrestling or real wrestling. Fake wrestling US, real wrestling Mexico. The two girls fight was a great fight. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Most of these women fight better than most of these vatos, man. And the people that claim they know how to fight and then they can't fight, we'll find out. We'll find out, but you got to pull up unless you're all talk. Well, some of these podcasts, Turkish mustache, Chicano, Turcano. That's right. I appreciate you. That's right, Raider Tommy. I appreciate you too, cabron. Can't be selling fights and expect to build a brand when no one is buying it. When UFC started Joe Rogan to the first dozen fights, yeah, you lose money. Way I lost a couple racks already. Lost, not profit. Lost. This is like a fee you have to just project out. You just know I'm gonna be in the red until it starts picking up steam and it starts going. Why? Because your name goes behind it. My name's going behind it. It's fucking gonna go all out. That's why I really want to put on the fights that the people want to see. And when Thanksgiving goes down, okay, which is right around the corner. First, we got the press conference. It's already happening on Saturday. Okay, you're gonna want to see the face off, because I can't wait. I'm gonna have them in front of me. Let's see how they look, side to side, and then the face off when they're an inch away from each other's pinches noses. I can't wait, man. But anyways, we'll put out a poll after, and we'll see what the people want to see next. Now, it's not my fault if the people don't want to pull up. It's not my fault that if they just want to do videos, you're a weenie, pull up in the chat. Let's talk about the weenies and the rats and the this or the that. No one's doing nothing but a bunch of high power talk. How about you show? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, because people don't want to get knocked out and the internet to have it forever. But I'll hold. That would only light a fucking fire under me so bad, I would show up more shredded than a cheese grater. And I would dance around whoever I'm fighting, because I know this shit's getting recorded, man. I would disappear into the mountains with an elevation mask and just stay in camp for 90 days. And you ain't seen nothing yet. Russia only, I shave every day. This message was brought to you by some people say some people have a goatee and they call that a brocha. And I always thought, and I still do, and you could say if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, or everyone has their opinion, but the brocha has to stand alone, not connected to the goatee. If you connect it to the goatee, then you have like a pinchy bear claw. But I'll hold. You have to get other YouTubers to talk about the fights. They can ask it free. Nobody. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm making it a point now to pull out some clips, right? And if you noticed it, what I did on my second one that I didn't do on my first one is now during fight day is we're having fucking someone do social media. That means like they do in the real fights. Someone's walking in. I want social media to have it like, 10, 15 minutes later or less if we can. If they're weighing in live, and social media will have it. When they're doing their entrances, social media will have a little piece of it. When they're getting in the ring, social media will have it. We're doing that now. We didn't do that on the first one. We started doing that on the second one. That way people can have that real live experience. So yeah, we are dropping on YouTube. The only reason I'm with the pay-per-view company is because it's going to strike channels automatically. I don't want to go looking for fucking channels that pirated the shit. So that's the reason I have them. Is that way they'll take a fingerprint of it, boom, and just strike channels. That's a lot of work. It's like a software that fucking, that cuts clips for you. It saves a lot of time. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Central Couch is step in the building. Bakers is in the building. Shout out to you. And I just mentioning Bakers just reminded me of the other partner in the members only. Shout out to little Mike, the Bakers. Mm. That's right, ACB chemistry. That's right, my boy. I think good for Mike. He got the bag. 21. Whoa, that's what he got? Nice, man. Is that the bag he got? Okay, but that's before taxes. They always give us the gross number. So let's just say he's keeping 2/3 of that, which would be, let's just say he's gonna keep about 14. Damn, man, that's a good bag. That's why I can't hate, man. Nowadays with the internet, if you have any kind of a fucking name, like you're a legend, like Mike Tyson, all you gotta do is just get back on the internet, man. Start fucking making TikToks, start fucking doing IG lives or whatever, putting yourself out there. And if the people still fuck with you, they'll start sharing, supporting your brand builds. You get into a powerful position, like Mike did again. But yeah, when his daughter died, he went to the pen. It wasn't the same, man. He started having Buster Douglases. He started having Evander Holyfields. Those are different lions, man. Even though he was winning the fucking Douglas fight, he was winning the Douglas fight, and he just got hit with three straight. And maybe he was just fading. That's it. When you're fading, that's the best time. That's the best chance to get knocked out. Ace 100 knows that. When you're fading on, why do people take back steps? Because they don't have cardio. If not, you just be going forward like the Diaz brothers all the time. But I'll hold. All right. ACB, that's right. San Cal. That's right. Already money. Yep. Yeah, it's almost time for the YouTube Yada Awards, man. I'm gonna shoot that video next month. I'm just gonna put a community post. I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. I didn't get Chemo didn't get a hold of me. I'll put a community post, and that way you guys can vote, and then you guys vote on which ones. Of course, I think. I mean, oh man, Hoodstock's gonna have to be in there. Norby's for sure. Norby's for sure is gonna have to be in. There's no way he had the Jenny 69 getting jump moment. Serrano's Boricua, nothing stops. That's right. That's right. And so is Boxer. So is Boxer. Puerto Rico on his back. Let's go. Thanksgiving fight night. Man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to face them off, man. I want to do like a GoPro 360 view. Like Joe Rogan. I want that fucking view when I face them off, man. I want you guys just to fucking be able to just be all up. You guys, I want you guys to be in their mascaras like me. I'm gonna be right there, like Joe Rogan, looking at both of them, feeling the energy, man. Someone's going to sleep, man. That's all I know. SunCal says 100. Yeah, keep it 100, cabron, all the time, just like you do, Way. It's getting cold now, huh, Way? Chingado, man. ACB chemistry. Nothing stops. Let's see. Hold on. My bad. He said, I would change the strategy a bit. You had fights. Yeah, well, I mean, all I could do is put it out to the people and see, well, who do you want to see fight? That's it's kind of like me asking a consumer, what do you want me to sell that will make you come to my store? And you could be like, fuck, man, sell fucking quesadillas, sell fucking antojitos, arroz con leche. What is it that's going to make people come? Or unique shit, right? Maybe something no one does, right? Maybe I make sandwiches like no one else. Whatever it is, right? Then what is it you want to buy? That's the main question, right? Like, what is it? Okay, then and then if I'm in the business of putting in fights, then the logical question is, then who is it you want to see, right? And then obviously think about it. Depending who you're telling me who you want to see fight, are they even accessible? Or are they hard to deal with, or are they on a pedestal, or think they're better than thou? Or I talked to one guy, I'm not even gonna put his name out. But if I put his name out, you guys will know. And he was like, "Oh, I know Robert Garcia, and I know this, and I know that." The guy still hasn't put on a single fight yet. He was turning me down, and I was asking him, "Hey, you're around that individual. If you make that happen, boom. I just need I'll make a small piece of the pie and take care of everything." But it's the gang shit most of the time. So don't forget. So some of your favorite fucking fighters won't fight because of the gang shit. But I'll hold. That's right. Orale. That's right, cabron. Already Marin. Team Marin's in the casa, man. Cholo Trucker is 2-0, man. He's the only one in content creator series of fighting that is 2-0. You have people that are 1-0. You have people that are 0-1. But Cholo Trucker's the only one that's 2-0. That's why I wanted to put that clip out there. You gonna defend the lightweight belt, Cholo? And he's all smooth and slick when he talks to me, and he goes, "Man, I think those days are done, Mikey." Pinchi Cholo, man. He's 2-0 though. He's 2-0. I'll tell you that. Mikey on that 35% pre-roll. That's right, cabrón. No, the Pluma way. The Pluma. I'm on the go right now. The Pluma. What's crazy the other day is I got my favorite right now. I've been on the Gushers. I think they're called gushers, right? They're the 2.5, the infused that are coated on the outside. The last one, it was like 2, 3 in the afternoon. The last one, I had the last one. So ya lo iba a prender, güey. Boom. Ya estaba prendiéndolo and it was stuck. Like they didn't what is it called? Break it down fine enough. And I'm like, man, I'm about to collapse a lung trying to hit it, right? You know what I ended up doing? I just broke it off the thing and I chewed it away. And it started creeping up on me like an edible. So I was like, ah, man, menos mal. It crept up on me like an edible, but sometimes they don't grind it enough, man. So no, no, not 35%. Wait. Steve Jobs said, we tell them what they want. Damn it. Chingado. Yeah. But a lot of it has to do with marketing too. O sea, how do you get top fair market value for any commodity? You have to have maximum exposure. Would anyone pay $1,000 for an iPhone if you didn't see it anywhere on TV, ads, commercials? It wasn't on billboards. Apple, 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 Apple. No, people are not gonna pay $1,000 for it. But since it's fucking out there and it creates demand, boom, hello, And again, the fights that I put on, it's mostly the Chicano genre in California. So to be honest, it's those are the ones that relate the most. But we're going to Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. Believe that. ACB chemistry. If you're struggling to get fights, man, consider being your own donkey. No, I was considering just running fades, um, in between friendly ones, you know, and it would have to be a good one though, like a good one. I don't want it to be like, oh, this shit is lopsided right off the top. Mikey, come on, cut it out. You're gonna whoop that dude. A good one. Make it a good one. What I'm not gonna do is be like one of these motherfuckers that just comes on just saying names, just to fucking for views and shit. I would feel like I would sell myself if I did that. Like, I got into it with him. I talked shit about him. I called him. I got a call from him, and it's like that shit never stops. I'm telling you, for some of them, some channels. No más rib game. Man, that was crazy. No more Ribgate. Matter of fact, he helped me move some equipment from the hotel room the morning of the fight, even with Ribgate. He knows that's a fact. He already had the ribs fractured, and he still helped me move equipment from the hotel room the morning of the fight. That's how I hit it off with mi hermano. That's how I said, man, this is my brother right here. This guy, he's a class act. Class act. That's the worst. He said, oh man, that's crazy. Oh, the rib injury is the worst? Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been kicked. I mean, steel toes and all that shit, but never had a fractured rib. Only one broken bone. I broke a finger 11 days before a fight, and my coach said to tape it up and to keep the fight because it was at the tip of the broken finger. It was at the tip, and that would already be tucked in under the wrap, like way in, like folded. So I was like, okay, and I still beat the dude's ass. But I had a broken finger and fought 11 days later. That was a trip. It's because I didn't want to pull out on him. I had been pulled out on like 2 or 3 times. So I know how it feels to get pulled out on. I know that. You go through all the motions, training, and then no call, no show. HCB chemistry is how much money do you even make including taxes? Shit, it goes for the taxes way. It gets held for the taxes way. The LLCs, the LLC fees, are a doozy, man. They're not as much as real estate, but they're a doozy. So it just goes into, let's just say, we got to make sure taxes, the accountant is taken care of. We obviously have to make sure that the website, the hosting website, is taken care of. That way, that can stay there forever because the catalogs are up forever. And every single fight you see, it just keeps getting better, man. The show's getting better. It's getting better. It's getting better. Because I've done boxing fights now since 2012. But show, now I'm learning about the intricacies of every single contract that has to get signed for the show. Where now they're just set now, boom, just docu sign shoot it, and shoot it back, and let's go, run that fade. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to get some ladies to get in there pretty soon. Now I don't know if it's just me, but there's not a lot of people popping too much. I might have to go more from YouTube to TikTok or IGers maybe, because there's not a lot of raza that are popping with podcasts. Popping where you know their name. Like if you mention the state, oh yeah, these top 3, 4, 5. Bing, bing, bing. I'm gonna do some independent research on that though. If it'll drastically do everything differently, you're better off. It's not drastic way. It's not drastic. Um, it's still like any business. You just you're going through the building process. So, but it's not drastic. Of course, it's not gonna be like shit. I'm in the hole. I don't know how much percentage each month. No, that's not happening. That's not happening. Again, when I'm at home in Salinas when I'm at home in Salinas, they don't even bill me the upfront for any services because I'm in my community. People just are doing it for me as favors that I've always helped them all their lives. That's cool, man. That's all love. Maybe about 5 more minutes. That's why I like fighting, doing them here. Not just that, I have a 7,000 foot facility, and then private locker rooms. And then of course it's my place, so I know I can secure my place the best because I know it. I know the ins, the outs, the accesses, and all that shit. But no, it's not that. It's always gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. No, the shitty, no hit, running, reroll when needed, like bro. No, it was I had to make a decision. I was like, I can't light it. Um, I felt like I couldn't. I was about to collapse a lung, bro. Like, they didn't cut, and it was one of those 2.5 infused ones that I'm like, pues ni modo que I'm not gonna throw it away. So there was no other option. Because I didn't have anywhere to pack. I didn't have to pack it anywhere. I didn't have a manzana way. Well, that would be crazy, but that would be harsh as hell. But um, and so I knew the another option is just do it like an edible way. It'll creep up on you, but slow, like in 3 hours. It took about 3 hours till I started feeling it. But then when I did feel it, I was like, okay, now I know it takes like 3 hours. HCB Gamers and do some boxing TV show like UFC. I would do bare knuckle too. I would do for sure. I would do bare knuckle. Um, all of that, all of that. I think the license covers MMA. Maybe not bare knuckle. Now that I think about it, I remember when I got the packet when I did the LLC. It did talk about MMA, boxing, everything the license would cover, but there was exemptions, and I think one of them was bare knuckle. That's another insurance. That's another thing. People call it bare knuckle. Oh man, oh you won't go bare knuckle. That's all we did was bare knuckle. Like we did it without giving it a fancy name. That's how we just threw chingazos, and they're all bare knuckle. And people want to say bare knuckle and be like, oh wow, it's another level, man. 10 levels higher. Well, their hands can get broken too. Their knuckles will get broken. Their hands will get broken. Their wrists will get broken. But oh, that's right, ACB. I appreciate you, my boy. We got about 2 more minutes. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. You guys, I'm going to see you at the press conference this Saturday. Don't blink. Everyone's been waiting for the debut of Paradigm, but across from him is a very formidable foe who's not taking it lightly, and he wants to show up and see if he could put Colorado on the map. But then we got Paradigm Media News, who says he's going to be the first one to put NorCal, who's 0-2, respectfully. No se agüiten, respectfully. Getting your feelings and shit. Who hasn't had a win in the series of fighting. That's going to be exciting as hell. Again, the face-offs is going to be the video to watch. Once I put in the caption, live face-off, or I'm going to title it some crazy shit, but it'll be the face-off. Trip out on the energy. Let's see what happens, man. Beachy traffic in Riverside sucks. Oh man, 2 hours just to get across the street and shit. I know, not here way. It's open country all the time. All right, you guys, live on Chicano Street. I'm gonna let you guys go. I wanted to do a little quick mix. We do got some guests coming up. We'll announce that in the community page. Just wanted to tap in with the YouTube familia one time. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys this Wednesday night. Hit the subscribe and hit the bell. But remember what I always say. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.